It's time for the Gettin Outdoors podcast, Town Country United Bank Lake Millers Ferry Weekend Hunting and Fishing Report. A weekly update on water conditions, ramp events, generating schedules, horse biting, and seasonal hunting information with my outdoor media analysts Joe Allen Dunn and Kevin Sims. This weekly hunting and fishing report is brought to you by the good folks at Town Country United Bank in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for over 40 years. Town Country United Bank's highest priority is satisfied customers. Now, here's your weekend Lake Millers Ferry hunting and fishing report.
Another one on the B&B Silver Shade. Team Bigfoot in the house.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors podcast 188 Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report for the weekend of October the 14th through October the 16th. Deer season comes in this weekend, archery season. I got Mr. Shane Jones with me. He's going. I reckon. I'm glad we got an intro with Joe Allen and Kevin in it because that's the only time we get to see it. Joe Allen ain't been here in 2 weeks, and Kevin ain't been here in 3 weeks, but both of them have pretty good excuses. Joe Allen had a emergency water pipe busted at his house, and Kevin, he had to work late this afternoon, but always, you my backup, Shane. Yeah, I appreciate.
That's right. I always be here if something ain't going on.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in here. Man, I just had a great conversation with Michael Bragg with Nose to the Ground, wounded game recovery. That starts this weekend. He told me that they recovered 1,500 wounded deer last year with those trackers. That's a lot. I don't know what that means, Shane. I think we must have the worst shots in Alabama than anywhere in the world.
Yeah, a lot of guys spend a lot of time in the woods, and they hours and hours. And hey, when that heartbeat comes out, it's a lot different, that target. So.
That's right, Shane. Now your brother does that, doesn't he?
Patrick Jones. Yeah, he's got a Bama Bone tracking on Facebook. He's been doing it a few years. I think he'd rather do that than hunt now. So
that's most of them are. They really get into it, and that Nose to the Ground group. Now they have a network of trackers all over the state. And you just heard Michael talking. If you need one, hey, they'll be there just as quick as they can get there. And it's a free service, but we do urge everybody, to at least pay the expenses if they come and find your deer for you. All right, let's see what we got going on today. Millers Ferry Powerhouse. Hey, it's raining outside. Y'all got some rain today?
It's been raining all day here. And, hey, I actually stood out in it. I was like, I'm just going to stand here. It hadn't rained in 30 days. And, everybody's got stuff planted and people's got turnip greens in the ground and gardens, and it's dusty, and I was appreciative of it. I promise you.
Well, I tell you what, I know all that Wayne Edgeworth is on here. Send us deer farmers some very, very needed rain. Yeah, it's about 1.25 inches here, and we got a little thunder bumper coming through here right now. So it's good. Everybody's gonna be in a good mood this weekend. Gonna be a great weekend to open up archery season in Alabama. I don't know what this rain is going to do to the powerhouses. This is a schedule for tomorrow at Millers Ferry. They're going to be running 2 units from midnight to 6 a.m. and then from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. 2 units. At Jones Bluff from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. 3 units. From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. 4 units. And from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 3 units. So they filling it up as quick as they sucking it out. Looks like. With the way they're running those generators. Temperatures, this is just a guess. I was out there Sunday. You were too, Shane. I say the river is anywhere from 76 to 80 degrees in the sloughs. I saw some 69-degree water, but that was early in the morning in that shallow water. I would say from 70, and it heats up in the day, it gets up to 78 degrees. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes, sir. That's probably as accurate as you can probably get it.
Well, I tell you what, it's yeah, I see that, Freddie. It's here right now. It's thundering and bumping. I told Shane if the lights go off, I'll have to call him and we'll record it on the phone. Todd Prater said it's raining in Valley Grande, and a bunch came when it did. That's good. Everybody needed the rain. It was getting dry. It was really getting dry.
Yeah, I think it's been 30 days, hasn't it?
I think so, or longer than that.
Yeah, it's besides a little dew, we hadn't had any moisture whatsoever.
The Great Alabama 650 is in the book. I really enjoyed following them guys. I tell you what, 650 miles paddling a 21-foot, 26-pound kayak. That's amazing. That's amazing. You know, those girls are they had to be really in shape. They really did. But it was a great race. We got a lot of good publicity. You know, our scenic Alabama River Trail, that route, that 650 route, the natural resources that you go through from all the way up there at Lake Wise, all the way to Fort Morgan, it's no place else in the world you can go through that kind of beauty. It's just pure beauty, and they really did put it on the map. So I look for that 650-mile stretch in Alabama to be a destination for those paddlers. John and Jessica on here. I got them on the list to talk about when we get to the crappie fishing.
I got my phone here where I can see comments, and I'm not sitting up.
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet them this weekend, but I think they'll be back, don't you, Shane?
Oh Lord, yeah, we had a blast, man.
Old Bud sent me some pictures a while ago, and he's going to give the cornbread chef and Todd a little run for their money. If y'all hadn't seen the video, I got it on my Gettin Outdoors YouTube, and it's on my Facebook. But Joe Allen and Todd did a great job cooking that dove jambalaya, and it's been looked at over 1,700 times on my Facebook page. And Shane, he had a lady call him today. He did an interview for a magazine on his cooking today.
I tell you, I've ate a lot of groceries in my day. I weigh 270 pounds, so I do a lot of eating. And John Foreman that visits too, we ate fine Saturday. We'll bring that up here in a little bit. But I'm joking, he can cook some groceries now.
I guarantee you. And Miss Carolyn Drinker, she writes for the local Thomasville paper and also the Alabama Co-op magazine, and she's done an article on old Joe Allen and Todd. The old head is gonna be so swole up, he ain't gonna be able to get it. But that is good. Now I tell you, I wanted to mention a few things before we get to the hunting and fishing report. David Rayner wrote a great article this week, and I'm like you, Shane. I don't really need to talk about this much because we don't want this. We don't want this to jinx us. But last year was a good year. Everybody needs to keep it up. We had fewer tree stand accidents and firearm incidents than ever before, and no fatalities. And that was just you hear me say it every weekend: safety, 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 and every weekend. And I hate to say this, but they doing good. Old Bart and Penderley Clemens, they had a bad four-wheeler ATV accident over the weekend, and I was really worried about them, but they doing really good, and it just don't take but 1 second, and you can change your life forever. So everybody be careful hunting out there. If you climbing up a tree stand, wear a safety harness. We can't say enough about how you need to be safe, safe, safe this weekend, especially in those deer woods, climbing up in those tree stands. My old buddy Dewey Kendrick. I don't know y'all probably ain't old enough to remember. Dewey was the tournament director and the weighmaster for the Bassmaster tournaments for years and years and years. Ray Scott's right hand man. He got inducted into the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame this weekend, and he darn show deserves it. You can go listen to Dewey. I did a podcast with him. It's podcast number 16, and we reminisce about the old days when Ray Scott started Bass, and it's a great podcast. And then I did want to show y'all this. I got to be careful out there when I'm fishing that riverbank. This was early Sunday morning. I saw that pontoon boat come by, and Joanne took that picture. I'm glad y'all can't tell. Shane, you know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
You caught some fish there, but it was cold that morning too. But that's a darn good picture with that Spanish moss and those elephant ears back there and all that. That is a good picture, and I appreciate Joanne taking it and sending it to me. They did announce a trapping seminar schedule this week. You can go to outdooralabama.com. The first one's in Greenville, Alabama in November. It is limited, so if you want to learn how to run them traps, Michael Siegelman does a great job, and they put the schedule out this week, and I'll put a link to that in the details of this podcast. And I'm gonna wait. I was gonna put old Buzz. I'm gonna wait till we get to the crappie fishing.
I know you can't stand it. That's why I started laughing earlier.
Yeah. But all right, the next thing, Alabama Wildlife Federation cook-offs are just around the corner. It's just a little over a week before the one in Selma next Thursday night at Selma, and then the one November the 3rd in Grove Hill. And I tell you, they are going to be great events, and I hope everybody has already signed up. If you want to be a cook team, you need to go ahead and get up with Emily Hancock at Hancock Barbecue in Selma, or Tim Woods at the Central Alabama Farmers Co-op, or Bo Cross at the Gulf Coast Mac, or David Skipper at Skipper Insurance in Jackson, Alabama. So that's coming up. All right, I think that's all I got. Let me see who all. Good evening, Lance Cavendish is tuned in. Jared Hudson, Travis Lee, how you doing, my friend? Raymond Bond, Kevin Jenkins, how you doing? Raining in Sweetwater. Bud Williamson, I was talking about Bud, sent me some pictures. He's gonna rival his old buddy Joe Allen. John and Jessica tuned in. Noonan Hall said it's been 52 days since it was rain in Yazoo City in Natchez, Mississippi. Ronnie McKenzie, Todd Prater, Freddie over in Meridian, Wayne Edgeworth, Kayla McGillberry, Al, and Brooke Smith at Lock 5. Slab Busters are on YouTube. Old Big Bama Brian, he caught some catfish this weekend. And Robert Hudson always tuned in. David Skipper's tuned in. I just talking about David Skipper and getting tickets for the Alabama Wildlife Federation Wild Game Cook-Off. I'm going to do a podcast next week.
Y'all can hear me. I guess Big Daddy's microphone's messed up. I see it's muted or something. He'll figure it out. Y'all bear with him. I can see y'all's comments on my phone, so I appreciate y'all staying on here, though. You know, when you do these shows live, guys, stuff happens, so you got to bear with it. Y'all can hear me, correct? Okay. Well, guess we can talk about it. Like I said, I can entertain y'all guys. Y'all can ask me some questions here. I don't know what all Big Daddy was going to go over, but he was talking about David Skipper and stuff, registering for that wild game cook-off. So I'm just going to have to just wing it here, I guess. Keep y'all on here. So I know I appreciate y'all guys. I can thank y'all for liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Y'all helped blow that up. I appreciate you guys. I think I'm 1,060 subscribers now, and I appreciate it, man. All the support you guys from this show and everybody on, liking and subscribing to my YouTube page. I don't know if he's figured it out yet, guys. Man, I don't know. I heard that Tennessee is I've got somebody in Knoxville building some new goalposts, so they have a lot of confidence. There you are, Big Daddy. Hey, Lance, I see your question here. What's good colors